Hey everybody, how is everybody doing? All right, everybody, let me go ahead and get started. Hey everybody, it is Thursday. It's Thursday. Yes, it's Thursday. I hope everybody is doing well. Um, October is almost out of here, you all, and we're going into November, and we have less than what? Less than we got less than 90 days, right? I keep saying that. I said it the first time. We have less than 90 days before 2025 coming here. I hope all is well. I am on my Noon Vibe app. Hey, everybody coming into Noon Vibe. I'm on YouTube and LinkedIn. Um, so I hope everybody's doing well. It is our Therapy Thursday conversations, mainly our weekly motivation conversations. And I told you I will be coming back on Tuesday to do a live Q&A, but I did not get a chance to come back on Tuesday. So I hope you all have had a great week thus far. I just want to jump in. I will be also recording a new episode for the podcast, and I will release that soon, sometime today. I will not be live tonight as I have other agendas to go to um, this weekend, but I will make sure um, I have released that recording for the newly episode for the month of, since I'm talking about podcasts, We Dream Fearless podcast. I also do have, um, I lost my train of thought, y'all. And I hope, again, for those of you who come in, I hope everybody's well. Um, this month of October, I know it's October 24th. I'm still taking recordings today and tomorrow. I actually did a post. I'm taking recordings again for the month of October. We're still talking about health awareness, talking about different illnesses and conditions. If you have one that you want to share with the audience and talk about your journey through your health condition, or there were health conditions that you used to have and you don't battle with them anymore. If you want to talk about the prevention, if you want to talk about the challenges, if you want to talk about the good things and the good outcomes that came out of your conditions, I am doing recordings um, this evening um, before 4 o'clock. Well, I'm sorry, Friday. So I'm doing recordings. I'm not going to do it this evening because I'm doing this live now. But I'm doing recordings in the morning, all the way up until 1 o'clock. So anytime between um, 9 a.m. and 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, I am doing recordings, and then I will also do recordings on next week as well for the October, the Health October podcast. And so we're just mainly talking about that. I am still doing recordings for November. I have already started doing recordings. There are some recordings that is ready to be released for November where I'm meeting with other guests or whatever, where we're talking about different topics. But this month, if for October, if you have a health condition or you battle with a health condition, and you want to share with the audience, how the things that you've done, the things that you did, how did you overcome that illness condition? giving tips and giving advice and giving resources. If you would like to come on, make sure you reach out to me by email and I will send you the link for the podcast. Whether you want to do the October topic or the November topic, because after November, I think after November the 15th, somewhere between November the 18th, I will stop recording for the year. For the year. So I got all the announcements out for the podcast. And also, secondly, the second announcement is that I am stepping enrollment for the first 12 clients. Stepping enrollment for the first 12 clients. I'm actually doing a double discount. I'm giving back closer to the holidays. And I've done this before, not just closer to the end of the month, but I've done this in the summer where I will pick a month or a couple of days where I'm doing a double discount. So I'm only doing this double discount until November the 3rd, to where you can get into my coaching program or mentoring program. And I'm going to do a double discount. I'm not going to do a single discount. I'm going to do a double discount. I'm taking males and females. Again, the 12. So I'm going to stop after that 12 for November 3rd when I reach 12 clients, and then I'm not going to take any more. But if I haven't reached 12, and then again, you know that the open enrollment will still be available on up until November 3rd midnight. So, I'm excited about that. Yeah, yeah, November the 3rd. So you have, and I wouldn't wait until November the 3rd. I actually would, if you're interested and you're serious and you know that you're able to invest, I wouldn't wait till November the 3rd. I would actually sign up before, at least by November the 2nd or before November the 2nd. If you're interested, but again, I'm doing a double discount. So this is something that coaches do not normally do, and we know that prices have been skyrocketed and everything everywhere. The means of life is just expensive, but we get through it every day, and I understand. But at the end of the day, everybody does have a business, and they do have things that they need done, and we are working our business, so it's not often that we can give a discount because it is our business. And so I hope that a lot of us that are entrepreneurs and business owners understand that it's not a lot that we can do that, but when we do it, it's important for you all to kind of like take advantage of that. And actually, I wasn't even going to do it that long, November the 2nd. So when I get to my fifth client, I may reach out and I may say, hey, I may do an announcement. I may say, hey, I'm cutting off October the 31st. You know, so I'm actually doing the double discount a little bit longer. But again, we will see how that happens. But I started it actually, to be honest, on yesterday, on the 23rd, because that's when I put out the flyer. So if you're following me on LinkedIn, and then you will see that. For those of you who are following me on New Vibe, if you need me to send the flyer or the information, or better yet, just follow the LinkedIn page on that. But you want to make sure that if it's something that you definitely need and it's awesome, the details is on the flyer. The details are in the post, so you want to make sure that you're following me on LinkedIn and YouTube, because I'm always posting there, especially business stuff. And so that is that for that. Um, I am also doing a volume 4 series in November the 9th, where me and some other professional speakers are going to be on a panel. We're going to be talking about healthy relationships, what to do to keep a healthy relationship, what to do and what not to do to um, learn and identify toxic relationships, because I'm pretty sure some of us have all been in those. And actually, furthermore, we started this series in 2022. We did volume 1, 2, and 3, and so I talked about it last year in 2023, and I wanted to bring it back. And so, for people who would like to listen, ask questions, get resources, or sign up with one of the coaches, including myself, you will be able to call in and listen. You will have a special link but you have to register. Again, that is on LinkedIn as well. You have to register. I also shared it on, I think, my Instagram page. I'm not sure, but I need to make sure that I have the link on LinkedIn as well because I've been doing a couple of things. But for you to be able to listen to the panel, um, you need to be able to register and pay your fee to be able to get in and listen to these dynamic speakers because I have some dynamic women that are coming to speak with you all, including myself, but I'm actually going to just be joining in the conversation because I'm actually going to the host of it. So, and that is November the 9th at 5 p.m. So, um, and we're actually going to be recording live, but the participants will need to call in to listen and ask your questions. And if you need to enroll with one of our coaches, then great. Hopefully, I will have like some marriage counselors come aboard because in 2022, we had marriage counselors as well as singles, as well as therapists. But I know two of the doctors that came and was on the volume 1 and 2 series in 2022, they wasn't able to come out to North Carolina because that's where I resided. So I know they're not able to join us. But if you are a marriage counselor and you're like, hey, I want to give insight, I'm going to be in the North Carolina area, I would love to be there, then make sure that you send me some information and I will send you the information about what we're doing. So make sure that you follow LinkedIn and YouTube. Anyway, that is all the announcements. And I probably could have saved them for the end because sometimes I do that, but this time I didn't. But earlier this week on the weekly motivation, I talked about how we needed to think about where we're at and just be honest and true to ourselves and be vulnerable and think about our 2024. I say that we need to think about our 2024 and what our 2024 looked like. And so that's why I want to do the Q&A now because I know I didn't get to do it on Tuesday because I'm going to have to run out in another hour. So I wanted to come back on and do the live QA to see if you all had any questions or you just wanted to come share, how you're feeling about your 2024 year thus far. What things have transpired from January 2024 up until October 2024. What are some things that you learned, or what are some things that um, you need to learn from it if you haven't? And are you satisfied um, with the season and with your 2024 and how it's been going? If you're not saying this, if you're not satisfied, tell your truths about it. If you're not satisfied about how the 2024 has been going with you, is there a purpose in it? Have you learned? Is there a purpose in your season in 2024? But I know that there has been some great things that have came out of your 2024 season thus far. So um, you want to make sure that you're talking, that you're analyzing and you're thinking about the good things and the not so good things. What things were you okay with? What things were you not okay with? Um, yeah. What were some things that you thought was setbacks? And if they wasn't setbacks, and it was just setbacks to prepare you, talk about that so the audience can hear. So that's why I am here to do this live Q&A just to see if anyone who wanted to share their 2024 season thus far and what has it looked like for you. And I think it's important for us to be vulnerable. It's important for us to be honest. It's important for us to be authentic and to share so someone else can learn from it. So I just thought that this week that would be great for some of us to elaborate on. I see you all coming in on the New Vibe app. Thank you so much for joining. And for those of you who are just coming in, you will catch the replay to hear the announcements at the end because it may be something that you want to participate in. Um, but what is your 2024 like? What has it been like for you? What are some things that you have learned? What are some things that you're still hoping for before? December 31st. I didn't say after. I say what are some things that you're still waiting on and hoping for before December 31st. And I have a guest, Miss Teresa. I'm gonna bring Miss Teresa up.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm fine, Miss Teresa. How are you doing? Can you hear me? Oh, I think we lost. Yep, we lost her. Maybe she'll come back up. Her name is Teresa, everybody. So we had a guest come up on the Noon Vibe app just to share, and I think we lost connection. So we'll see if she comes back. But again, I just wanted you all to elaborate and just talk about some things because you never know who needs to hear, and you never know what I'm saying, who can really be a help to not just me, but who could be a help to you, in the audience, or give you that advice, give you that resource. And so, for those of you who are coming in, because I see a lot of people popping in, we are just discussing, how our 2024 has been going since January of 2024 up until October 2024. In the beginning, I did share some announcements, if you watch the replay, you will be able to. If you watch the replay, you will be able to hear the announcements that I said at the beginning um, of the live. And so while we're waiting on Teresa to come back, I just wanted to share how I know that our 2024 hasn't been peaches and cream, because life is not always peaches and cream, but life is worth it. Life is valuable. Life is, I want to say this, life is mandatory. Life, there's a reason why that it can't be always be peaches and cream, because we have to learn from different things, and we have to learn from different areas of our life. We have to learn from different aspects of our life. We learn from others, others learn from us. I mean, other people who learn from us. And so we can't expect for everything to always be sweet. Let me say that again. We can't expect for everything to always be sweet, because if we didn't get any sour candy, or didn't run into any sour patches, and then how would we be able to grow? How would we be able to share with someone else? How would we be able to overcome obstacles? How would we be able to get to the next obstacle that will come, because we will have more? How will we be able to triumph or persevere through the next obstacle if we don't run into any problems in our life? But I just want to say this, that life is worth it. It is definitely worth it. Um, and it makes us stronger. It gives us strength from day to day. And so we have to have those stories, and we have to share those stories, and we have to know that, this is not what I'm going through is not for nothing. What you went through for nothing, okay? Hey, you said some of your 2024 may not been as easy, but we have to know this, that nothing is easy. We have to know that. We have to know that, the best things take time to make. The best things takes time to prosper. Um, you know, we have to know that anything good, anything that is going to be great in our life, is going to take time, because anything that's rushed is just going to be a mess. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of us have understood that. I don't know, some of you all may have been saying the same thing like me, or something similar. I've even said, wow, you know, Lord, why does this situation keep arising? Why wouldn't this situation keep arising? You already you've already been strong enough to get over one obstacle. You know what you had to do. You knew who you had to rely on. You knew the things that you had to change, And so that's the way that we do things, even with the next obstacle. We don't let it get to us. We're strengthened through those things, and we have to be reminded, like, I can't do this, or I can't do all of this on my own. Like, I can't do this in my own strength. And instead of us analyzing and worrying about, well, why did I go through that situation again, or why is I'm going from situation to situation, we have to stop and say, well, it's life. Not only that it's life, but it's making me stronger. Not only that it's making me stronger, but it's making me wiser. Not only that, I'm able to share this with someone else who's going to need it. And I'm going to be able to share and tell what I went through, not how, um not showing and telling the easy things, but telling and sharing your vulnerable moments, sharing that, hey, I was this way, I was complaining. We don't want to say that. Yeah, you want to share those vulnerable things that you went through, but then you want to share how you came out of it, because we don't want to appear to people or make it seem like, oh, it was fun going through this test and trial, or it was fun going through this situation, when we know it was not. We need to be able to share every detail and how we overcame certain things, and why we stepped into certain stumbling blocks, and how we came out of that. You know, people need to hear it. And sometimes you need to hear it yourself. You need to talk about it, and we need to release those things. But there is no way that in 2024 that you didn't have any triumphs, because there was some triumphs, and there was every time you overcome an obstacle, you already won the victory. It's not how many obstacles you went through, it's about how you triumph over them every time. And I just wanted to share that little piece. And again, I know that there was somebody that was trying to come live on the new Vibe app, but maybe it booted. Sometimes you may have to come back in and come out. Thank you all who are um, online on LinkedIn or YouTube. I can't see any names there, but I do see you there. But if you would like to share anything in the comments, feel free to do so. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, or just any comments, feel free to put them in there. But I just really wanted to share that you know we sometimes we take our time with focusing on, here goes this situation again, or why did I have to go through, and you're asking yourself, why you? But like I said before, why not you? Why not us? Like, we've got to stand, and we've got to know how to stand, and we've got to know how, we've got to understand and know how to overcome it. And we're not in it by ourselves. We just have to show up and stand up in faith, knowing that we can get through anything in life. We can get through anything in life. Um, and although we ain't gonna always be eating strawberries when we go through them, but at the end, we get to have a whole feast with all kinds of stuff, because that's when we've overcome that obstacle. You'd be like, okay, I'm ready for the next one. But we just got to know how to stand strong, and we got to make sure that, you know, we stand tough, because sometimes we like to just, kind of like give out, ball out. No, it's okay to release and show emotion. And it's okay to be upset. It's okay to um, be dismayed or disappointed about some things, but we don't have to stay there. We can stand up and be like, wait a minute, I'm not taking this no more. We gonna get through this, and it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be well, and that comes with just encouraging yourself. And the reason why you need to do that, so you can encourage someone else. And this is even through life events, health events, anything, whether you're going through a health issue, or if you've been through a health issue before. And again, I was sharing that, for the month of October, we're talking about health awareness, and we know October is breast cancer awareness. So we're talking about different illnesses and conditions that we've dealt with, or we all did, or that we are dealing with. On the podcast, we are talking about different autoimmune disorders and uh, whether it's physical or mental. We're talking about those things on the podcast this month of October. But we want to make sure that, like I said before, that we are embracing everything that we know, that we are embracing everything that we've been through, um, and that we know that you know we're not alone in this, and that we're going to get through it. And so on Monday, I was sharing, how can you analyze and dig deep and think about how you overcome. Think about how far you've come. Think about the vulnerable moments you had this 2024, whether it was half good, whether it was all good, whether it's been tough up until this month. How are you going to change your mindset to a positive mindset and be like, wait a minute, I may have had a couple of weeks or a couple of months of disappointments or whatever, but you have to change that narrative to a positive. But I know something good is going to come out of all of this. But just being vulnerable and the fact of standing up and telling the truth, we have to tell the truth about our story, and we have to share those moments of how we felt, you know, because others need to hear that. They need to know that, and you never know who you're helping. So now, you all, I'm just gonna leave the floor open just in case anyone wants to try to comment or come up again. I'll see if you all have any questions or just would like to comment. And I'm gonna play just a little bit music. And then if there's no comments or questions, then I'm going to allow LinkedIn for tuning in. And I hope that you all can hear me well, because I know that my sound was going out before. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm just trying to see the names right now. Thank you so much, Karen, Lois, Dr. Rao, Teresa. Thank you all for coming in. And I'm following you all back. Doris, Judith, Rachel, Mojo. I see someone. I know I got quite a few y'all. And I do follow back. So if you follow me, I follow back. On LinkedIn or YouTube. I'm not sure who's watching, but I don't see a name. But thank you all for watching. Again, if you don't have any comments, again, you can watch this replay and catch the announcements at the beginning. I did make some announcements at the beginning of this video, and I am officially going to log off so I can run some errands. But I hope that you all really dig deep and analyze to, where you're at in this season in 2024. Be grateful for where you are. Be grateful for the things that you went through. And just know that all is well. And if you happen to think of anything you would like to say, or um, any comments or anything, feel free to leave them. Again, if you want to participate in the announcements that I shared in the beginning, just make sure that you are subscribed to the channels. Email me or message me, and I will get back to you. All right. So I hope you all have a great evening, and I will talk to you soon, and have a great weekend.